Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Blueprint Design and I'm Nikhil. We are now in part 5, which is the final part of our Instagram application design in Adobe XD. In the previous video, we looked at the Instagram stories on how to prototype and design them. We also did the Instagram shop feature and the screens. And in the end, we also did the Reels section for Instagram application. And in this video, we're going to be looking at the profile page, and this really completes the majority of the visual design of Instagram. So let's get started. So I'm in Adobe XD, and on my components artboard, I've added a few components which we're going to use today for the profile page. So I'll start by creating a duplicate artboard for the shop screen because we're going to be using a lot of the similar elements. For example, the header. So I'll replace the name and give it an appropriate name, which is the profile name, the username. And along with that, on the right hand side, I'll add a few icons to show the options and the add options. I'll remove all the unnecessary items from the artboard. And then, as you may have noticed on the profile page, we have the profile photo up top and the name of the account below that. Notice how I'm using the components from my components page. I'll now populate the user profile description and then arrange the items together. Next to the profile picture, we have kind of the account overview where we see the number of posts somebody has already shared, the number of followers they have, and also the number of accounts they follow. Now, again, I'm actually using the components for these text boxes as well. I'll just rearrange all the items together in groups on my layers panel. And then we'll move on to the next part, which is the edit profile button. So I'm again reusing my component and just customizing it. For the highlights, I just copied the stories section from my Instagram homepage because we're going to reuse certain items from there. And once I have my single item ready, which is the story photo and then the name of that highlight, I'll create one more item, which is, I know if you have noticed, like towards the end, we have the button to add a new highlight from your stories. So I've added that first before creating the repeat grid of that highlights. The reason is that I'll select the repeat grid and that add button and use the Adobe XD option of stacking so that when I extend the repeat grid, the add button moves accordingly and stays within the group. Now I'll go back to my Finder or Explorer and then select the photos and just drag and drop them. I know I'm reusing the existing photos, but you get the idea. I'll select all the story highlights and then create a repeat grid, a scroll group. So when we see it in action, the user can actually scroll through all the highlights. Nice. Moving on, below the highlights, we have the tabs, which is the posts, the reels, the videos the user may have posted. So I've created a component and a nested component, just like how we created the navigation bar in one of the previous videos. So be sure to check that out. I'll copy all my posts again because we don't want to recreate all the items. We're building upon what we've already created. And then this is a repeat grid. So I'll just arrange all the items again. And then from my Finder or Explorer, I'll drag and drop all my photos. Now I'm extending the height of the artboard so I can scroll down and see all my posts in the past as well. It was that simple. Now, moving on to the reels, I'll just create a duplicate of this artboard because really the only thing changing is the content, which is the reels instead of posts. and which in this case, I'm also reusing that. On the Reels page, I know we have this overlay for how many times it was viewed. So I'll just add that as well. And again, I'm reusing the components for that text as well. And then I'll move on to adding a few more copies of that reel. So this time with this video files, I'm not creating a repeat grid. I'm just duplicating all these reel videos. Again, I'll resize the artboard to fit all my reels together. And now we'll move on to the prototype tab. So the components that we created for the reels and the tabs headers, we're going to add the interaction. So in the main component, when the user hits on the reels tab, it takes us to the according artboard as well. So this so far it works great. We're going to move along with the videos tab, and I'm going to just for this example going to use the same videos as my previous artboard, but just to signify a change of tab, I'll rearrange the videos. I'll just use 2 videos in this case. Moving on to the tagged section, I am again going to copy and paste all my posts images, and then just change a few images from Finder again here and there to signify a change. But the important point to note is how we built the artboard. I'm going to again go to the prototype tab to create those interactions as we did for the previous 2 tabs. So as you can see this in action, I can tab through the different content from the profile of the user. And I can still go to the different sections of the Instagram application prototype. So that's it for this video. Now just sit back and relax and enjoy the entire application prototype in action. Also, if you are interested in using this application file, like the Adobe XD design file itself, I'm going to be posting a link in the description where you can purchase this file and that way contribute to my work as well. So if you like this Instagram application design series which I shared, be sure to hit that like button and show some love. Also consider sharing this video with your network so more designers can build a familiar application with strong foundational design concepts in Adobe XD. And also consider subscribing to my channel as we have a lot of more stuff planned for you in the next year. Thank you so much for watching.